Fentanyl deaths continue to ravage communities across the U.S. And while law enforcement is trying to get a grip on this epidemic, lawmakers nationwide are leaning into a solution they believe could slow the deadly trend.
Right now, a number of states are moving to decriminalize fentanyl test strips, and that includes Florida. Xavier Walton joins us live from Fort Lauderdale with more on this. Good morning, Xavier.
Mitch, Adrienne, good morning. And Florida is no different than any other state. Fentanyl-related deaths are up 800% in the last 8 years, and that's exactly why lawmakers once again are trying to come up with this simple solution that would save lives. We're talking about fentanyl test strips, which are designed to detect whether fentanyl is in any illicit drug. According to the Centers for Disease Control, it has the potential to help reduce overdoses. Several states categorize these test strips, though, as drug paraphernalia, making them illegal. Now, right now in the Florida legislature, there are two identical bills, one in the House, one in the Senate, that would make these potentially life-saving tools legal here in the Sunshine State. So far, it's received bipartisan support. But Florida, certainly not alone. Here's a look at the states that have either decriminalized fentanyl test strips or have considered doing so in their own legislatures in recent years. Just last year, states like California, Georgia, Illinois, and Pennsylvania all made using fentanyl test strips legal. This year, you can add Ohio to that growing list.
I'm not condoning drug use, but people are going to use them. And if they can at least test that substance and maybe not use as much of it or not use that particular one, when they realize that, oh, this could kill me, maybe they'll think twice about it.
Now, these test strips are relatively inexpensive, only costing about $1, which is why a lot of lawmakers nationwide believe this could be a simple solution. Also important to note, many of the fentanyl deaths that happen in this country come from people who are doing other illicit drugs but don't know that their drug is laced with fentanyl, which is why, in the same breath, a lot of lawmakers, there is some pushback because of that very thing. They don't want to enable people to use drugs.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.